He's a good leader.
He's a very confident player.
Yeah, he's the best player out there.
So you say, what do you want to do? So his answer would be football.
คาเมรอนได้แล้วตรงนี้ได้ปาดมาชนเสา 1-0 แล้วโอ้โหความมาของคาเมรอนครับคาเมรอนโฟครับโอ้โห 1-0 ของเมืองทองออกน้ำนะครับคาเมรอนโฟแล้วมีพลาดบาร์เบอร์ครับ
Hello, my name's Cammy Barbour. I play for Tong United and I go to Berkeley International School.
So, at what age did you first start playing football?
I started playing football around 4 years old. I am 18.
So that's 15 years of playing. Who inspired you to play football?
First off, it was probably my dad. He got me into football from the first place.
I think I started taking him to football classes from around the age of 4. We'd go along, we started off at Bangkok soccer schools. We had a tiny little ball like that. Yeah, we did that for a couple of years until they were able to move up to normalish size balls and play independently as a team.
So I used to play at BSS, Bangkok soccer schools, and probably under 12 at the time or something. So we went to one of our games and there was a scout there, and then they just saw me play basically and said, yeah, we would like to have him if we could.
So what was that like, transition to BSS?
Well, at the beginning, it felt kind of cool and exciting to go to a professional football club.
Being invited to play for Muang Thong, it was a real sort of like seal of approval in terms of like, you know, recognition. You're doing well. This is you going to the next level. When he moved to Muang Thong, it was quite intimidating.
When I came in, I was the outsider basically, and they treated me like the outsider.
All the boys there are Thai. They live, breathe, die football, and he was seen as an outsider.
To gain the respect there, you had to show you wanted to be there.
And he had to earn his stars to get recognition and get into the first team.
And you had to show that you were good. You had to show you wanted to be the best.
Hãy subscribe cho kênh Ghiền Mì Gõ để không bỏ lỡ những video hấp dẫn.
You know, regardless of where you are sporting-wise and what your aspirations are, you always have to have a backup plan. So the best backup plan that you can possibly have is a decent education. So in that respect, he's better off at Berkeley.
Well, I've taught Cammy over the last 10 years, so I've known him for quite a while now. I coached him when he was in elementary school and maybe for a year in middle school, maybe when he was in 6th grade.
He's a likeable lad, but I've seen him as the first grade nutter to the 5th grade giggler to the middle school serious. You know, I've seen Cammy all the way through over the last 11 years. So I've seen him grow up, which is fun.
When he joined the team as a younger player, he had to fill out the expectations, right? And playing with those older kids. So there was a lot of pressure there for him to become someone else.
I think the players around him trust him because he knows what he's doing, and the way he comes across, he's not telling them, he's just kind of coaching them into what needs to be done to win the game, especially our teams here at Berkeley.
And over the years we've had a lot of players that have supported Cammy and realised his potential, but they've also played to their own potential to give him that step up.
When he played, people look up to him. Every single one that was playing with him see him as a leader, but I don't think that he knows that yet.
No, he's the best player out there, and he makes everybody around him better.
So I've always wondered, right, whenever you play at Berkeley, the coaches love to play you wherever they can fit you, mostly the midfield, because they try to make you run a lot. But what's your preferred position to play?
Midfield. I mean, if we were playing a strong team, I'd probably put him in the back and to just start from the back to make sure that we had our defense intact.
He can dribble, and he will dribble. If you let him, he will even dribble his own teammates.
Yeah, he's good on the ball, and he's quick, and he's got a nice shot.
First and foremost, he reads the game very well.
He knows what's going on. He knows where the ball is coming from. He knows where the ball should go. He knows where he should be.
He sees it. He understands what to do, where to position himself. And in saying that, he could play any position on the field. But he's definitely a midfielder.
When I coached Cammy, I always played him in the midfield.
How did COVID affect your footballing career?
It was annoying. It stopped me from playing for half a year, and yeah, it just takes you off your flow really of playing football, and it's not fun to try to get back in.
Would you say it stopped your momentum?
Oh yeah, 100%. Because it stopped the league season that was supposed to happen that year as well, which is for a young footballer, the more games you play, the better. That's when you have the most energy.
I think COVID affected the progress of every athlete worldwide over those 2 years.
I mean, COVID messed with everybody's sporting wise. Not being able to play the sport. I imagine that it messed them up. Here at school, it ruined some of our teams and our seasons not being able to play.
Well, I think it just kind of put a pause on the direction we were going in.
It came at the worst possible time. Like I say, we were due to go for additional trials in the UK. Cammy was just sort of 15, going on 16. It's a prime time for a footballer at that point. It's when you break. It's when teams are looking at you to sign you up. So for that to be put on pause for 2 or 3 years is a nightmare, to be honest.
How have injuries affected you in your career?
Injuries have been one of the hardest part. I had one in my knee, and I fractured my upper back, which overall, both of them combined probably took me out for a year and 2 months, which is a lot. Because injuries, they come out of nowhere. You don't expect to get an injury. One day somebody makes a terrible tackle, you're out for 8 months, you can't do anything about it. It wasn't fun while I was out, but made me more hungry to come back.
When you compare yourself to real life footballers, which footballer would you say you resemble the most and your play style is like the most?
I'd say the player I resemble the most, maybe Phil Foden from Man City.
Grealish, Zinchenko, Foden.
Why?
He's a young player. He's not the tallest one on the pitch. He's not the most physical, but he knows how to move the ball around. He knows how to dribble. He knows where to be, who to give it to, the timing. I rate him as an overall player. I'd say I'm kind of like that. I don't stand out specifically for one trait.
Right.
I'm going to say Harrison Reed. Harrison Reed is a midfielder for Fulham Football Club, and he's just always in the right place at the right time, knows where to distribute the ball, and makes the team better, and that's Cammy Barbour.
Trossard, who played for Brighton.
Trossard is in. Trossard. Oh yes!
Bobby Firmino.
And here's Van Dijk, and here's Firmino. Alexander-Arnold comes now. Firmino! Salah goes for the return, pulls the ball back. Oh, and it's in! Here's Salah looking to get Liverpool back immediately. It breaks. Firmino will score.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
To the path of Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo turns into trouble. Brilliant footwork. Sensational! The greatest marksman in the history.
I would say Lionel Messi.
Thiago. Messi. Messi! Lionel Messi into the area. Now they have to watch the steps.